Look at just a couple of things. We're going to be looking at getting the sprite to change its colours, and we're going to look at getting the sprite to glide. So first of all, I'm going to choose a background, and I think we might choose a baseball background, so we'll get Scratch to run around the baseball diamond. So as you can see, this is where Scratch is sitting at the moment. I would like him to always start here. There he is. So what I can do now is I can go into my motions and get out my go-to block. This is where I want him to go to each and every time, especially when we start. So then in my events, I'll say, right, when I click, you go back there. Okay. Now, the other one is that I'm going to get him to glide now to the different places. So here's my motion. First of all, I'm going to get him to point towards where he's going to be running. So get him to point that way. Oops, he went upside down. So what we might need to do is also tell him that he is only going to go from left to right. Okay. So now he's going to run this way. There we are. And he's going to end up there. So he's going to glide to there. So when I do this, now I'm going to get him to run this way, so I'm going to get him to point in this direction again and travel him down to his next base. Pull out my glide block, bang. I don't have to change direction again, so I'm going to take him up to his next one here. He's going to glide to there. But what I might do is get him to point in, so I'm just going to right click, duplicate, put that down here, so he will turn around for me. There we go, ready to go back again. And then my last one is that I'm going to get him to glide back up to where he was before. So basically I can just about copy those blocks if I wanted to. So I'll pull this out and copy in 4, 55, and there he is. Okay, right. Now, because he's gone back to where he started from, you possibly will not need to keep this block, but I always pull that out straight away so that we understand that we can go back to where we started from, especially if we sort of make a little bit of a mess of things. Right, so let's go. Let's see what happens here when I click the flag. Beautiful. He's going all the right things in the right places. Now for a bit of fun, we can get him to, every time he hits the base, to change colour. So here we go down to looks. And we come down to the changes, and it says here change, and look, he can change all sorts of things if he wanted to. There's a little list of things if you wanted to play with that. Okay. So I'm just going to right click it, duplicate it. Okay, so when he gets to the duplicate, just wherever he gets to, we've got the glides here. Always having fun there, isn't he? And oh, this one can just go straight in, so he's hit the other base. Right, so now when we click the flag, there we go. So you can either have him change colour every time you click the flag, or if you want to make sure that he goes back to his original colour each time, you just come down here and you can pop this block in at the beginning if you wanted to set colour effect to 0. So that basically resets him each time. So that's totally up to you what you'd like to do. Okay, I like him changing all sorts of colours, so I'll just leave that there just so you can see it. So there we go. So we've got Scratch gliding and changing colour. Here we are. Excellent.